and find mountain pose on your mat, okay? Starting with the feet lining up. Okay, feet are nice and grounded. All four corners of the feet, hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, and palms face forward. Nice, long, tall spine. And let's just bring our breath into our practice here. Already maybe feeling some calmness just from taking a few smooth breaths, and then allow them to deepen. Can you actually feel your body getting bigger as you inhale and softening as you exhale? Let's add some arms to this breath, working with the power of release. So draw your palms to your heart and keeping your feet grounded. Inhale, fingertips up towards sky. And then turn your palms out. Exhale and release anything that will not serve you or your practice right now. Palms back together. And that's all we're doing. We're inhaling nice and deep. Lengthen, lengthen. Lengthen through the spine, and exhale. Whatever is not serving you, just let it go. And do that 2 more times. Wonderful. And then just come back to that sensation of breath, of calmness, of letting go. And we're going to do, for our cats and cows, we'll do them in kind of a Venus flytrap method. So take your feet slightly wider than hip width distance. Arms are out to the side. Okay, goalpost arms here. And then round your spine forward as you bring your forearms toward each other. Okay, so like the Venus flytrap captures something, and then open your arms and let it go. We're adding that arch of the back here without throwing the head back, and I really want to emphasize that right now as you go forward and back, because we will be doing extra back bending, and we don't want to be throwing the head back at any point in our practice. So just keep the head in line with the spine. Open your heart. Your gaze does go up to the sky, but once again, the head is not being thrown back. Capture and release. And then the next time your forearms are together, bring your palms together, fingertips up toward the sky. Bring your feet back to hip width distance apart as your arms come down by your side. So we're going to warm up our side to side with Crescent, okay? So again, if your arms don't go all the way up, you can do your Crescent from here. Draw the arms up, interlace your fingers, and point your index fingers up, okay? We're keeping the feet nice and square. Inhale, remember, we start out gentle, side to side, starting to wake up this movement here. You can bend your elbows at any time that your shoulders are telling you they're not happy with straighter arms. And then as you go side to side, keeping the feet grounded, you might get a little deeper into your crescents. Just a nice warm up here, feeling things out, letting the body know what you're asking it to do. And then the next time you come over to the left, stay here. with the right foot grounded, release just a little bit and move a little deeper to the left. Up and a little deeper, release and a little deeper. So there we go, and extend both arms parallel to the earth. Press out through those left fingertips. Get a little more stretch in the left side. Good, and then come back up to center, interlace the fingers, maybe even switch them by one so you feel a little different in this clasp here. Take it over to the right and hold, and a little lift up and back down, a little lift up and back down, a little lift up and back down and hold. Release the arms parallel and press out through the right fingertips. And then bring the arms up, inhale. Your feet are still in mountain pose. Bring your hands to your hips. Okay, so the back of your hips here. And we're going to let the elbows start to come toward each other and the heart lift. Once again, the head's not being thrown back. So a standing camel here and release. Okay, that could be your standing camel, or you might let the arms roll down the legs a little more and come into a slightly deeper back bend. Standing camel and release. Okay, shake out the arms. So we're going to have the feet wider than hip width distance now. Knees and hips are soft, so let's work on that. Woo, get those joints warmed up. So we're pretty much moving right in and out of a chair here. So not only are we warming up, but we're strengthening the legs here. And now come back to standing. And with the feet slightly wider than hip width distance, as they are, bring your palms together. We're going to do a 4-part breath. Inhale, draw the fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale, clasp your fingers together. Oh, remember how we changed that by one finger? Let's do that again, see how that feels. Okay? And roll your shoulder blades toward each other, shine your heart up. Then with knees and hips soft, exhale, forward fold. At this point, your hands might decide to start to travel off the spine, or they might decide to stay put. It's up to you. You're in forward fold. Release your hands. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Everybody good to go to do that again? Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, clasp. Ooh, how did you clasp? Is it your normal position, or is it that unusual one switch of a finger position? Inhale, just observe. Shine your heart up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands are going to decide with the shoulders either to stay on the spine or lift a little bit. Release and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. One more time, just smoothly through. Inhale, up. Exhale, clasp. Inhale, look up, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Release the hands, float the arms out and up, palms touch. Hands come heart center as you step your feet back, hip width distance to mountain pose, and shake things out. Okay? All right, so we do have a tendency to go into habitual patterns, right? So thinking about the hand clasp can help with that. Also, when we sit, we'll talk about the same thing. All right, we've done a lot for the front of the shoulders, real lot of opening. So take your arms out here. Bring your right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to the right shoulder. And we're not folding forward, we're just going to roll the shoulders toward each other, tuck the chin, and just counter pose some of that heart opening and back bending we've been doing. Come back up here, extend the arms out, and now we take the left hand first, right hand, counter pose, roll. And release and shake it out. All right, so we are going to do our twisting now. We've been working the spine in 4 directions. Now we're going to work it in the other 2. Take your legs wider than hip width distance with the toes face out, bend at the knees. Okay, and we're going to just start gentle twisting side to side, knocking on the door of life. So the door of life is back here by the kidneys, and we're tapping that energy. We're tapping into that energy. And now start to let your hands come away from the body with the arms lifting slightly. And when your arms get to shoulder height, go ahead and come into our immunity tapping with a gentle fist right under the collarbone. Tap side to side. And then start to let your arms go looser, shoulder height, higher than shoulders. Yeah, we start our Monday with a nice little yoga dance twist party. And come back. Shoulder height, a little bit of immunity tapping here. Okay? So we're just moving the spine side to side. Arms down, back to knocking on the door of life. Whew. And come center, shake things out, and we're going to take the feet back to hip width distance apart, shake out the legs, and getting ready to come down to the earth. So coming toward the top of your mat and finding mountain pose there. Okay. All right, and go ahead and have your strap nearby. Bring your feet to hip width distance. Once again, finding mountain pose, all four corners of the feet. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale into a swan dive. At this point, the legs are really not warm, so the swan dive can be higher, lower. Bend at the knees, shine your heart forward. Okay, this is an instance of still not throwing the head back, right? Sink the hips, hands to the mat, and step back to downward facing dog. Your hands could be at a wall or on a chair for dog. Inhale and exhale, get that nice length through the spine. And let's bend one knee and then the other. Start to wake up the feet and ankles. Good, take one heel down and hold. Take the other heel down and hold. Take both heels down and hold. Okay, we're going to think about the length of the spine here, lengthen through the spine. Your ears are in line with your upper arms here. And then very mindfully draw the knees to the mat. Maybe they even touch at the same time. Sit off to the side and find your seated mountain pose. Feet are flexed, spine is long. Inhale and exhale. Great. All right, let's shake it out from here and get to work on that core. Okay, so we'll be working with a little rolled up dead bug. So it's kind of like our, it's a combination of boat, which is our pose of the month, yay, and dead bug. All right, we're going to start with 2 feet on the floor, spine down. Now you can choose to work with your spine on the mat the whole time. Okay, that is definitely a choice. Bring your arms forward and roll your shoulders and head up. This time we have to focus on not tucking the chin. So the spine is in alignment, the head is in alignment with the spine. So this is our rolled up position here. Okay, and for dead bug, we bring both arms to vertical. Well, whatever, they're perpendicular to the floor. Okay, you can already feel this is a lot of work. Let's take it down. Give your arms a rest. Okay, now we're going to move a little more. So roll up. Okay, remember you can totally leave your head down if that's better for you this morning. Arms up. And we're going to take the right arm back and up, and the left arm back and up. Let's add a leg. As the right arm goes back, the left leg goes forward and in, left arm back, right leg forward, and in, and relax. Definitely the shoulders up can put a strain on the neck, so we're going to be resting it from time to time. We won't keep that rolled up position the whole time. Okay, so let's go ahead now with the shoulders to the mat, arms straight up, okay, and we're going right arm back, left leg forward, and in, left arm back, right leg forward, and in. That's the dead bug we just did. Okay, let's add the knees up this time, and we go right leg, left arm, and in, left leg, right arm, and in. Okay, all right, bring your feet down, shake it out. So there's certainly several variations of the dead bug here, right? It's just arms, feet down, or knees up. Okay, pick one position and let's work it here. Okay, so we're going right leg left arm, and in, left leg right arm, and in, right leg left arm, and in, left leg right arm, and in. Remember, your feet could be down or your knees could be up, right and left. And one more time, right and left. And bring it in, hug it in. We're going to do that again from the optional shoulders and head up position. Okay, so roll your shoulders and head up if you're rolling them up. Remember, you can bring them down at any time. Arms up, feet on the floor, or knees up, right leg, left arm, and in, left leg, right arm, and in, right leg, left arm, left leg, and right, and left. Good, and right, yes, and left. Bring it in, hug it in, inhale and exhale. Maybe rock around a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to bring the feet down, open and close the knees a few times. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's try that with double legs, double arms. Okay, we'll start with spine on the mat, 2 arms up, 2 feet to the mat, 2 arms, 2 legs, and in. Let's do that again. 2 arms, 2 legs, and in. Now let's do it with the knees up, 2 arms, 2 legs, and you could go back to alternating if this is not pleasing to your spine. One more time, 2 arms, 2 legs, and in. All right, option here, roll the shoulders and head up, and 2 arms, 2 legs from the feet on the floor, and in, 2 arms, 2 legs, and in. Option here, shoulders and head up, knees up, 2 arms, 2 legs, and in. One more, 2 arms, 2 legs, and in. Woo, shake it side to side. Rock, bring your knees in, inhale and exhale. All right, are we good to go? We're going to do a little oblique work with this. Bring both feet to the mat, okay? And this time have your have your right arm down by your side and your left arm up, and you're going to roll the shoulders and head up and cross the left arm over toward the right leg and come back. Let's do that again. Left arm crosses the body, getting the obliques here, and back. Now let's take the left hand down, right arm up, right arm across to the left, and up, and one more time, right arm across to the left, and up. Okay, option here, take the knees up, left arm up, reach over past the right leg, and back down. Up, reach over past the right leg, up and down, switch arms, left arm up, reach, well, that's your right arm, reach past the left leg, and right arm past the left leg, and up. Okay, all right, we're going to do one more variation, okay? Left arm up, reach past your right leg, extend your left leg, and bring it down. And again, Left arm is up, reach past your right leg, extend the left leg, and up. Left arm down, right arm up, reach past your left leg, extend your right leg, and back, and reach past your left leg, extend your right leg, and back. All right, we're going to do it with 2 knees up option, okay? You can keep your feet on the mat if you want. 2 knees up, right arm is down, left arm is up, left hand outside the right leg, extend, and back. One more time like that. Remember, your right foot could be down here, and back. Switch arms, right arm up, extend, past the left leg, right leg goes out, and back. And one more time, right arm to the left, right leg extends, and back. Ooh, hug your knees in and rock side to side. Ooh, shake around. Bring your feet down and let your knees open and close a little bit, just like nice little butterfly wings. And thank yourself. See if your core is saying thank you right now. Inhale and exhale. Probably is. I'm going to say it is. Grab your strap and lay back down. Okay. So now we're going to work on the hips a little bit. Okay. So let's extend both arms and both legs. Inhale. Exhale into Apanasana. Draw your knees in and either holding on to the shins or the hamstrings. Rock around. Let's release the spine a bit. Inhale and exhale. So the Dead Bug series helps to wake up the hips. Now we're going to use that for a little more stretching. Bring your left foot down and set the right foot into the strap, holding on to both ends of the strap, and flex your right foot. Okay, we're going to start to feel the hamstring here. Inhale and exhale. Now draw the toes back, so mostly breathe them back, no tugging here. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so go ahead and bend your right knee, draw it in towards you, and extend the leg back up, flex the foot. Bend the right knee, draw it in towards you, extend and up. Now we're going to take both ends of the strap in the right hand, take your left arm out to the side, and this will be a more dynamic, okay? So we're going to let the right leg go about halfway down or less, halfway or less, and then come back up. Halfway out to the side and up, halfway out to the side and up. And now we're going to let it slowly open to the point where you stopped last time, and carefully see if the leg is ready to go any farther out to the side here. And bring it up. Okay, now your left foot is still on the mat, the knee is bent. Take both ends of the strap in your left hand, right arm out to the side, and once again, dynamically, we're just going to draw that right foot just a little to the left and release. You're starting to feel anything here? A little to the left, especially in this outer hip, and release. A little to the left and release. And now let that foot come, the leg come a little to the left where it was, and carefully check in and see if there's any more space. All right, bring it up, and let's remove the strap. Bring the ankle across the knee, so your right ankle is across your left thigh, your right foot is flexed. Draw your legs towards you and move around. So make circles with your hips here, one direction and the other. Cross your legs into an X at the thighs. Hold on to whatever you can. Some people have their ankles, some people might have their shins, or maybe just the outer legs. And move in a circle, one direction and the other. All right. And then unwind your legs, bring your feet to the mat, and let's open and close those knees a little bit. Ready on the left. Put your left foot in the strap. Your left knee is in. Take your left leg straight up, your right foot still on the mat. Flex that left foot, okay? And breathe it a little farther back. Bend your knee, straighten the leg, breathe the toes. Bend your knee, straighten your leg, breathe the toes back a little bit. So we're not tugging, that's why I'm saying just breathe the toes back a little bit. Now put both ends of the strap in your left hand, right arm out to the side, and we're taking it halfway or less to the left. The leg is coming and back up. The leg, your left knee might decide it wants to bend, that's okay too, or you can keep your leg straight. Halfway or less to the left, halfway or less to the left. And now let's go over halfway and just sense if there's any more space, move into it. If not, then just stay where you are. Now draw the left leg back up. Put the strap in your right hand with your left arm out, your right foot still on the mat. Draw the left leg across and back, across to the right and back, across to the right and back. Now we're coming across to the right and staying there and letting that left leg maybe move a little more. Keep your hips grounded here though. We're not moving into the twist. We're keeping the hips grounded. That's how you get that opening in the side. And bring it up, okay? Now let's go ahead and bend the knee, remove the strap, take your left ankle across the right thigh with the left foot flexed. Draw your legs in, hold on to your shin, move your legs in a circle. One direction and the other. Great. Now cross tightly at the thighs, hold on, and circles. Any movement that feels good here, that feels like it's liberating the hips, is what you want to do. Excellent. Okay, let's release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat, gently open and close the knees, and come to hands and knees. All right, we all survived that. Inhale and exhale here. All right, so from hands and knees, we're going, and remember you can have your hands on a wall or a chair here just as well. Take your right leg back, press through the heel, roll the foot. Press through the heel, roll the foot. So we're just going to liberate the foot and toes for a moment here. Bring the right knee down and press through the heel, roll the foot. So you know, if you want some extra padding for your knees, you can roll your mat up or stick a towel underneath. Press through the left heel and bring the left knee down. Now we're going to move into our knee down plank position. Arms are forward, okay? So make sure your knees are happy here. Your hands could be at the wall too. We're in knee down plank. We push up, tricep push up, elbows go back. Straighten the arms and hips toward heels. So that's what we're doing. Knee down plank, push up, and hips toward heels. Strengthening those arms, moving the hips forward and back in preparation for our child's pose. So let's make this the last time. We go knee down plank, push up, big toes together, knees wide apart, and find your child's pose. Rest your forehead on your hands or on your mat, wherever it's restful for you. We don't want the head suspended in midair. We want it in contact with something. And then find your way to a nice downward facing dog. Just notice your journey here. How are you getting from child's pose to down dog? Inhale and exhale. And start to take any journey you want, bringing your feet to your hands. When you get there, bring your hands to your thighs, shine your heart forward, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. With the feet grounded, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center, and find your mountain pose now. If you're not already there, find mountain pose. Let's take a few moments to see how the body is feeling. And shake things out. So we're going to move into sun salutation with arm movements at the beginning of our sun salutation. So find the top of your mat here. Feet are hip width distance apart. All right, inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, twist to the right. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, twist to the left. Inhale, arms up, elbows to waist, shine your heart up, standing cobra. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, right? Swan dive is any place high or low where you choose to go with this right now. Now bring your hands to your thighs, hips back, knees bend, shine your heart forward, sink your hips down, bring your hands to the mat, step back with your right leg, and we're in this nice little lunge here. Inhale and exhale here. All right, let's go ahead and come into plank, knees up or down. Nice strong planks here, nice strong chaturanga. Bring it down. Okay, we just did that standing cobra. It's a hands-free cobra. We're going to do the same thing. Lift your hands off the mat a few inches, shoulders toward the ears, down your spine, elbows toward your waist, shine your heart forward. Once again, remember, we are not throwing the head back. And release. Okay, now we're going to find our way back to downward facing dog from here. So you can go table to dog. You can do a lift up with your hands by your side, gaze towards your mat, press halfway up, extend the arms, and then come into down dog. You could be at a wall or a chair doing the same exact thing. You're in down dog. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to do a little hip opening from our down dog. Raise your right leg, point the toe, and start to open the right hip. Let your right leg come up a little higher here, and then bend your right knee. Bring the right foot back down and journey your feet to your hands. Take a half lift, forward fold, and nice and strong, float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. All right, you're back in mountain pose at the top of your mat. This time we'll start with the left side, so we'll twist open to the left first. Okay. All right, find mountain pose, get your breath. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, twist left. Inhale, center. Right arm back, left arm forward, twist right. Inhale, center. Elbows to waist, heart shines up, standing cobra here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Keep going, I'm just checking things out. Swan dive, guys. All right, and take it to your half lift. Yeah, you already know where you're going with this, right? Sink the hips down, take your left leg back, and enjoy the lunge. All right, now find your way to plank, knees up or down. Could you do plank at a wall instead? Certainly could. Hands on a chair instead? Certainly could. Okay, I hope you like that extended plank. Chaturanga down. Okay, we're going to take it all the way down, lift the hands, and we're going back into that hands-free cobra, lift up. Now from here, extend your arms out by your ears and bring your elbows back. So we're still in the hands-free cobra, we just did a little more with it. Bring your hands down and find your way to downward facing dog. Take your time getting to down dog. Notice what happens as you move into dog. Yes, good. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to take the left leg up, point the toe, start to open the hip, take that left leg a little higher and bend the knee. Release around and take any journey you want, bringing your feet to your hands. There you go. Take a half lift, forward fold. Now think about your feet as being super grounded, the lower half of your body, made of bricks, upper half made of feathers, super light. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Good, and shake things out. All right, how are you guys doing? Everybody good? Anybody good? We're all good. Okay, all right, let's shake things out here and take the legs wide. There's been a lot of work. We're going to just kind of move a little more softly right now. Turn your toes out. Okay, so the legs are wider than hip width distance, but not as wide as if we were going into warrior two. And let's make sure the feet are grounded, and as you bend and straighten your knees, the knees will go right over the toes, right where you want them. Okay, so this is a plie, it's not a squat back, okay? So you want to be keeping your hips in a line here. All right, and now let's take a 5-pointed star to a moon goddess. 5-pointed star to a moon goddess, or you could call it moonflower. Knees are still going over the toes. All right, let's keep the arms down here and bring the hands to the thighs. Press out a little bit, okay? Press your knees out a little bit. Inhale, and take your body forward in space, okay? The hips might come back a little bit this time. Take your right shoulder towards your left leg and come up. Take your left shoulder towards your right leg and up. Oh yeah, let's do this a couple of times. Just find the pace that feels good to you. If you want to stay there, 1 breath or 3. Why don't you take your left shoulder to your right leg the next time, staying there for 1 breath or 3, your choice. Come back to center and lift up. Woo, shake it out. All right, so we're going to do some sunbursts now. Keep the feet still square, right? Plie down, knees out, arms cross in front. Inhale, exhale, release, sunburst. And first we cross right arm, then left arm, or we start with the left arm, go right arm. The only important thing is keep switching which arm is in front. Nice little sunburst here, yeah. And when you feel like you're probably even, okay, go ahead and bring your index fingers to your hip creases here. Okay, the legs are still in that wider than hip width, and let's come forward from the hip creases. Bend the knees here, take opposite hand to opposite elbow, and from here just move around. Nice little ragdoll, do whatever's feeling good here. So you might feel like you want your ragdoll to be up or halfway. Some of you might want your ragdoll to be as close to the mat as you can get. Okay, move your arms, move your legs. Switch your arms so that you have opposite hand to opposite elbow. And then release your hands, put your hands to your thighs, and slowly draw yourself up. Slow, slow, slow. Inhale and exhale. And heel toe or hop your feet together. Shake out your legs. Inhale and exhale. All right, everybody good to go? We're going to do any final releasing from standing. So shake around, move around, okay? Look around, see if there's anything you want in your near your mat for final relaxation. If it's getting cool in your spot, you might choose to have a blanket or sweater to cover up with. If you want to elevate your knees, you might choose to have your rolled up towels or blankets for a little knee elevation. I'll show that, okay? And when you're done moving around, come to the top of your mat, get your feet hip width distance apart, and find mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. And just take a moment to scan the body, see how the energy is moving. Float the arms up, inhale, exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Sink the hips, bring the hands down, and step back to down dog. You could step right back to table if you're done with down dog for this practice. Inhale and exhale. We're going to let the hips move side to side. If you're in down dog, your knees will alternately bend and straighten as well. And go ahead and bring your knees down. Sit off to the side and find seated mountain pose. Nice long spine here. Inhale and exhale. Okay, from here we're going to counter pose. We still did a lot of back bending in our standing sequence, so take your arms out. Right hand to the left shoulder, left hand to the right. And once again, we're rolling the shoulders and head forward. We're not doing a forward fold. And open the arms, and left hand to right shoulder, right hand to left, and shoulders and head roll forward, and release, shake everything out, inhale and exhale. All right, come into your cross-legged position. If you don't do cross-legged, you don't have to, but come into your Sukhasana easy seat. All right, remember what we were doing with the fingers earlier? You probably have the leg in front that you always have in front, so lean back and change the cross of your legs and just see how that feels right now. So just bringing awareness to the habitual patterns that we always move into, right? And sometimes trying to move in a different way to give the body a chance to work in both directions, okay? All right, so now we're going to take the legs with we'll start in the same direction. We're going to take the left, shin, parallel to the top of your mat, and then cross the right leg in front of it. So we're not in a cross-legged position as much as we are in an open right leg in front of left leg position here, okay? Draw the arms up, inhale, and keeping the torso, the spine, nice and long. Your hands are by your ears. Of course, your elbows could be bent. Reach forward. Oh, anybody feeling this? Inhale and exhale. Which side are you feeling it in? Take a moment to notice. And bring it up. Okay, so now we're going to change the cross of the legs. So the right leg is back, the left leg is forward. The legs aren't crossed on top of each other. They're stacked one in front of the other. Arms up, long spine, reach forward. And bring it back and down. So could you feel a difference there when you had one leg in front versus the other leg in front, right? So remember, habitual patterns. Let's go back to that right leg in front here. And this time bring the fingertips to the mat in front of you. Still with a long spine, start to wiggle the hands forward. Stop wherever your body is telling you to stop. Keep your gaze past your fingertips and breathe. And walk your hands back. Switch so that the left leg is in front. Sit up, fingertips in front of your left shin, spine long. Walk your fingertips forward. Stop where your left hip is telling you to stop. Gaze past your fingertips and breathe. Good. And walk your hands back up. And just take a moment here. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to be rolling down. So take your feet to hip width distance apart and come down to the mat. Okay, now we traditionally do this without a strap, but if you're having a day where you really want your strap, take it. I'll show you with the strap and with your hands as well. We're going to do a spinal clearing move. So 2 feet to the mat and the right leg goes up. Okay, you can clasp your hands around your right hamstring, hold onto your right leg, or take the strap and hold. The important thing is we're pressing the right leg away from us. Press the right leg away. We're not drawing it in like we did earlier. We're pressing away. This is spinal clearing. Now continue holding on, but just relax. And one more time, press away, spinal clearing, and relax. All right, go ahead and bend your right knee. Just release the strap if you have it, hands down by your side. And point and flex your right foot. And circle the ankle one direction and the other. And release. Let's move to the other side now. Left leg up, clasp your thigh, your outer leg, or use your strap. Press into your hands or your strap. And release. Press into your hands or your strap. And release. Spinal clearing. And let's point and flex the left foot now. Circle one direction and the other. And release your feet to the mat. Let those knees open and close. Little butterfly wings here. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to continue with some spinal movements, super lengthening here. All right, take your arms overhead and your legs long, okay? And we're going to flex the right foot, press out through the right heel, and press those right, I'll do it on the side, press the right fingertips behind you. So we're one super long stretch from the heel to the fingertips. And release. And now on the left side, Your left foot is flexed, your left heel is extending away from you, your left fingertips are headed back, your one long line in the left. Whew. Bring your arms down, bend your knees, and just shake things out. Maybe sway those knees side to side a little bit. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to do similar thing now, but from an X position. So take your legs mat width distance apart and your arms mat width distance apart. So you're in an X now. Flex your right heel. This time extend through the left fingertips. So you're one long diagonal line. And release. Flex your left foot, extend through the right fingertips. You're one long diagonal line. And release. Now we're going to come into a reclined crescent pose. So take your right leg across your left. So you're crossing at the ankles, but remember your left leg is still out to the side, right? It's still at the edge of your mat. Bring your arms overhead. Hold your right wrist in your left hand and just draw your arms over toward the left. And come back center. Now take your legs mat width distance apart again, your arms mat width distance apart. Inhale and exhale, and cross your left ankle over your right. Leave your right leg where it is. Take your left hand in your right wrist and draw your upper body more to the right, so you're in a nice crescent here. All right, let's come center, release, arms down, bend your knees, keep your hands by your side. We've had enough lifting of the arms over the head, so keep your hands by your side and just gently let your knees sway side to side, just to release the spine. And now draw your knees in and holding onto your shins or your hamstrings. Once again, let the knees sway side to side. So you can feel this nice little massage of the spine here. Bring your hands to your knees and we're going to make very tiny, gentle circles. Press away, hands don't leave the knees. Knees right, knees in, knees left. Away to the right, in and to the left. So nice, gentle circles here. Bring your knees in and we'll go the other way, away to the left, in and to the right. So today as you go through your day, notice your posture. We did a lot of heart opening. Okay, draw your knees in and hold and release the hands and feet down to your mat. And also notice the length of your spine, right? Those final moves that we did really help to lengthen the spine. So notice how tall, upright, with beautiful posture you can be. Okay, let's have the hands by the side, open wide, extend through the fingertips, make a gentle fist as you wiggle your fingers in, and do that a few times. And then rotate your wrists one direction and the other. Bring your hands down by your side and gently move your head from side to side. Bring your head back to center, and now we're going to scan the body from head to toe, see if it wants anything, any kind of final movements. Experiment with legs long, knees bent, realigning, anything you want for final relaxation. Okay, you might have a roll, and rather than have your knees completely bent or your legs completely straight, you might choose to rest your knees on your roll. You need to check in with your back and see what is the most comfortable. So I thought this would be okay, but for me right now, my back is saying, just bend your knees, okay? All right, so we listen, right? And find your final relaxation position. Inhale through the nose and slowly exhale. Let your body just melt onto the earth. Let the earth support you in your final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And on your inhale, extend your arms and legs long. Exhale, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. Extend your top leg long and find your way back to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.